Guys, well, I wanted to show you my Goodwill haul that I got that I'm going to be redoing. Actually, this is a little popcorn tin that we got at Christmas time. It's got the little puppy dogs on it and stuff. It's kind of raised, so I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to use it as a wastebasket for the living room because I'm constantly blowing my nose. But I'm going to paint it white, or I'm going to paint it black first, and then I'm going to paint it white and then distress it so some of the black comes through. I'm pretty much going to do that to everything here except for, I got this at the Goodwill. It's a beautiful glass heavy frame. I got it for $7.99, and I'm going to get a picture of me and my love James to put it in there because his favorite color is blue, and I love these colors, so that should be very nice. I got this, which I'm going to paint. It's just a box. And I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to get some sort of a cute little knob to put on top here for a handle, and use it to put our remotes in and stuff, to kind of clean up some of the clutter around the TV area. And then I got these beautiful frames here, which I got them because they've all got the beautiful raised edges. So they're all kind of similar style. They don't match exactly, but they're all similar style. And so I think painted up the same, they'll look beautiful. This one I got for $3.99. This one I got for $2.99. This little one here I got for $1.99. And then I got this, which I thought was really cool because I keep toilet paper out in the living room to blow my nose constantly, but I think I'm going to use this, and I'll paint it up to match. And what did I pay for this little beauty? $1.99. So painted up, it's going to look beautiful. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna disassemble these mirrors, or these oh, the brain, it leaves me at the most inopportune times. These frames. I'm going to take out the glass and the backs and everything, so I just have the frame part. And then I'm going to, I've got a little bit of Dawn dish soap water in there, and I'm just going to wipe these all up, wash them off good, get any gunk that's on them, and let them dry good, and then we're going to paint them. And the reason I got these is because I have all these pictures here that I'm hoping to find frames for them. And that picture of my sissy there is one of my most treasured ones. And then Chris had that made for me of the two boys, and that's my mom and dad on their 50th wedding anniversary. That I had in a bigger frame, but then I cut it down to use these things to put in my van. And now that I'm here at home with James, I can put them in frames again. And that is a picture of my dad and Chris. And Chris was about a week old. And that's a picture of my dad and my nephew Hunter, when Hunter was about a year old. And those are two very treasured pictures. So, alright. We'll get back to you later after I wash all these up. Alright, so I'm in my bathroom now, and I'm going to be using my blow dryer to heat this up. And then I'm going to take this and just slowly scrape it up once it starts loosening up to try to get that sticker off of there. So I'm going to put you guys down and get at it, because there's that sticker. Alright. Well, and here it is. It's all gone. It's a little sticky, but now I'm going to take it into the kitchen and wash it. But you can kind of see the plastic kind of raised up a little bit, but that should be okay after I paint it. Alright, off to the kitchen we go. Well, I've got one coat on each of these guys. Kind of ran out of room, and this is latex paint, so I don't want to get any on the countertops because this is not as forgiving as the chalk paint is. And there's Sam, and there's his new favorite blue ball, which means he wants Mommy to play with him. Yeah, so, but anyway, you know, you can kind of tell I'm going to need 2 coats at least, maybe 3. So, but we'll see. It's kind of bumpy, but I know, I missed a spot right there. Haha. But we'll do 2 coats, maybe 3. We'll see what I get. Okay, so we're pretty dry here. Oh, snaps. It's stuck to the towel. Oh, snap. I'm going to need 2 hands. But you can see, you know, it's not quite covered, so I'm going to do a second coat for sure. Oh, we got some kitty or doggy hairs. It kind of is, this is the bottom. So, you know, but again, you know, it's kind of bubbling, but you know, what the heck. It's not perfect, but I don't like perfect. So we'll give it a second coat. See, it definitely needs a second coat over here. And this is going to be the undercoat anyway. I'm going to go over with white, and then I'm going to distress so the black shows through. Anyway, so this does not need to be perfect. So let me get my second coat on here, and then I'm going to have to go to work. Alright. Well, actually we are done for the day because it's stuck to the towel. So I'm going to have to sand this stuff off. We got a little towel on the side of this stuff here, quite a bit there. Oh crap, I hope this didn't get ruined. But I thought putting it on the towel would be okay, but apparently not. So anyway, I'm going to get a drop cloth and we will continue on when I can use something better than a towel underneath here. Hi guys. Well, I'm going to fix my boo-boos today. So hopefully I've got you in the tripod here, so hopefully, and I've learned how to adjust the tripod, so hopefully we'll be able to get y'all seeing what I'm doing here. Alright. Chris got me this handy dandy tool, so I'm going to try to put the attachments on with some sanding and sand my boo-boos off. Because remember, I was a dork and put this on the towel thinking I was going to be brilliant and not get it on the countertops, and I got towels stuck to it. So I got to get that sanded off. And I can do, I might not need a second coat on here, but you know, we got all sorts of fuzzies on here. So I'm going to sand that off quick and then get to painting. And these are really cool. These are the pads, and they just stick right on here like Velcro. Whoops. There. Cool. I'm a dork and I don't want to read instructions, so we're just going to use this to lightly sand. Oh, Mama was a dork. Oh, this might have to be the back side. No, it's doing. Okay, it's coming off. I am such a dork. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but apparently not. I didn't ever think, I thought the towel was flat enough that it wasn't going to stick, but apparently I was very mistaken. Okay, there we go, and I'm down to the metal. And that's just the metal paint underneath. All nice and smooth. Here's a little spot here. I'll get you off. I'll have to definitely do another coat over this stuff, but this is going to be just the undercoat that I'm going to distress and have it come through anyway. So the black does not need to be perfect, that is for sure. But we don't want fuzzies on it. And this is going to be my little garbage can in the living room, because with my allergies, I'm constantly blowing my nose. And so I need something there to throw my Kleenexes in all the time, rather than run into here or throw them on the floor. Yes, I know I'm bad. I throw them on the floor occasionally, but that's kind of gross. So, let's see. Well, we got a little bit of fuzzy under there yet, which I don't think will matter, but I want to get it off anyway. Okay, there's that. A little bit of fuzz here. Hope you guys are seeing this. This is working out pretty good. Yeah, you should be able to see this. Well, and, you know, lesson learned. I'm a newbie at this DIY thing. I will freely admit that. And I'm learning. And Ginger Rehab Chick, she is my new favorite channel. I will post a link in the bottom of this in the description. She is awesome. She's a fellow ginger, obviously, by the description, and she does amazing. She's the one I got inspiration from. So go give her some love if you are interested in any DIY. She's the one that she paints everything black underneath, and then white, and then distresses, and her stuff turns out so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I just love the look of it. So I'm hoping my stuff comes out half as pretty as hers does. Hers is really gorgeous. I'm going to have to wash this off again just to get the fuzzies off of it. Well, even this little thing, it's nice, got a nice little grippy on it, so it's nice. I'll have to have Chris come over and show me, give me tutorials on how to use this complicated equipment, which I'm sure won't be so complicated once I get a lesson, but, you know, I'm a dork. I freely admit that. We all know I'm a dork. Alright, so that seems to be okay. Got all the fuzzies off of there. Okay, now, this I'm not so sure about. Because this little thing, this is the second coat with the dust and the dog and cat hairs. This got a little fuzzies on it. I'll just do this real light. And this is what's going to hold our remotes. So I want this to look, especially the top here, I want this to look nice. Am I getting ya? Okay. See, this is the first coat still. This is the second coat. So you can tell quite a bit of difference between the first and the second. Oh, here's some fuzzies right here. So we'll just get those off. I'm just going to lightly sand. And they come right off on this stuff here. And this is my channel. I'm real. If I make a mistake or make myself look like a dork, y'all are going to see it. I laughed, I tell you, when I tried to pull this stuff up off of the towel. I thought I was being so brilliant. I'm laying it on the towel so it wouldn't get the countertops. Because I'm using latex paint. This is latex paint, not the chalk paint. The chalk paint is very forgiving. You literally can just re-wet it and it comes right up, wipes right off. I absolutely love chalk paint. However, you have to seal it, which I'll seal these anyway because I'm going to be using chalk paint over the top. Because, like my counters here, if I wouldn't have sealed those, I washed them off. This was sticky, got some sticky on it the other day, so I cleaned it off. And had I not sealed it, the chalk paint would have come off. And the cupboards are all sealed. A little on this corner here. Well, this ain't bad. I figured this would be pretty easy to clean up. I don't know how much y'all want to see me cleaning my mistakes. Alright, I see. Okay, I see no more red fuzzies on here, so that one's good. Now, we have a lot of red fuzzies right there. See if you can see that right there. So we'll get those off. This probably wouldn't matter so much because the top's going to be on it, but still, I want it off of there. Oh, a little bit on the bottom here. So I'm a dork. But it's coming right off along with the paint. Yeah, this stuff, I'm not sure. It's like a plastic coating over here, which maybe I should have taken that off. That's what's got the musical notes and stuff on it, the pattern on it, which wouldn't matter anyway if I peeled that off, but I'm past the point of no return right now, so there we go. All right, I think that's done. Okay, now this little guy here, upon further inspection, I think I'm going to sand these guys a little bit, simply because not sure if that's going to be raised or not. I don't want that pattern to come through. So we're just going to sand him up a little bit. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's a sticker. It's not really coming up, but it feels kind of raised. That feels smoother. Definitely smoother. Lift you up a little bit. What the hey? I'm going to do the black on this first, and then we'll do the white. And I don't know how much you guys want to see of this. We're at 9 minutes already. So maybe I'll turn you off for now so this doesn't get to be an hour and a half long. And I'll get back to you when I start painting. Okay, so I've roughed it all up. And I just sanded all the sides too. So now I'm just going to take a just slightly damp cloth. I wrung it out really good and just wipe this all down. Make sure and get everything good. And I cleaned this off once before, but since I've sanded it now. And these you can't even feel anymore. You can still see them on there, so I don't know what the deal is, but they're very smooth, so this hopefully won't come through. And if it does, well, a couple of coats of paint should take care of it. I'm just going to wipe this all out good. This is going to be so cute. I'm so excited to get this stuff done. And then once I do this, then I'm going to head on to the furniture. My 2 bookshelves that I've bought from auctions. Those are going to get this treatment. I love it. Okay, so that's all roughed up and ready to go. So now I'm just going to let that dry, and I'm going to start in on the other stuff over here. I'm hoping to get all this stuff, 2 coats of black. Wipe off my counter here, the fuzz on the counter. And I bought these paint sticks. They're extra large at Walmart for like 90-some cents a while ago, and I was thinking they might, oh, flies are terrible, might be just enough to raise the stuff up too so it's not sticking. So I have something to set my stuff on. And then these, I was cleaning out the garbage in the car yesterday, and Chris had gotten a license plate or something from Amazon, and these were in there, so I thought, oh, that'd be perfect to kind of set stuff on. And there we go. And they're paint sticks, so I don't care, and I can get more from Wally World if I need to. So yeah, all right. I'm going to get my paint and get it all shook up and get back to you guys. Okay, so now I'm just going to stir it up. I shook it up. Now I'm going to stir it up. My handy dandy little paint stick here. And it was already pre-made. I didn't have to, have them make this color. So we should be okay. It all looks pretty uniform. I'll take my little brush. Alright. I'm just going to stick that there. And I'm going to use what's on here first. And I'm going to do these guys. I'll do 2 coats on this one because it's gold. But the already ones that are dark, I think they'll probably only need one coat. I love doing this. This is so relaxing. Work has been very stressful lately. I work with a wonderful, wonderful lady who is 71 years old. I'm the young kid there, basically, on our 3 to 11 shift. And I work with the other one. She's 65, and we have issues with her. She takes a abnormal amount of cigarette breaks, and that's all I will say about that. But the other one that I work with, I love her to death, but she's got, you know, her hip hurts, and we have no padding. It's cement for 8 hours, and yeah, it's been pretty stressful, and that store is really busy. We don't sell as much booze. We sell a lot of beer to the Cowboys. We get the Cowboys over there, which is cool. They're cool. But we sell a lot more beer than booze over there, which tells you a difference of the neighborhood. And I hope you guys are seeing this. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just painting away here. Alrighty. Make sure I got no globs, which I got globs. And I'm globbing already. Yeah, this is definitely going to need 2 coats on here. Alright, can you guys see this? I hope y'all can see this. This is going to be so cool when I'm done. Wait till you guys see the white. It's just so cool. Alright, we'll put that there, and we're going to go put this one over by the table. Make sure, yep, you look pretty good. And I have plastic on the table so as not to let it stick. So here's my dark one, and here's the other dark one. So like I said, I think these will only take 1 coat of black, because like I said, just a little bit of the black is going to come through anyway, but this has got some red on it, so we'll see. This is already almost black. Basically, I just need to cover up the red, but I'll give it all a good 1 coat. This already looks like it's pretty much done. I'll give it a good once over here. You guys, oh, I bet you're head you out of the way. This is really kind of interesting because I really get into my painting, and so I'm not paying attention if I'm on camera or not. So sorry about that. Again, learning curve here. For the last 3 years since I've been having my little YouTube channel, I've just been filming life outdoors in the van and stuff, pretty much inside and outside the van. And I really haven't had to do stuff like this. So I'm just going to give this a once over quick. Okay, you can see this. Just to make sure it's got 1 coat. Alright, there's that. Go set that on the table. And I wiped these off again too. Here's my last one. I wiped these off again too just because it's so dusty in New Mexico. A person can literally dust a couple hours later, or who am I kidding, an hour later. You write your name and stuff again. So there's a little bit of gold right here that I'm just going over, and I don't think I need to do anything real heavy with this. Make sure I got no globs. And on the sides too, we got a bit of golding. I don't know what that's called, if it's... And I got these frames for pretty cheap, which I don't think, yeah, this one was $2.99. Got the prices on the back of them yet. And this is what I would love to do at some point, is just start doing a bunch of this stuff, redoing it, you know, get enough where I've got a little inventory and start my own little shop of all this stuff. That would be so cool, because I love doing this stuff, doing furniture and that kind of stuff. We've got the auction house in town, which I know I can always get good deals there, and I missed a really good one. They're back doing live auctions again, which is really cool, and I'm so excited for them. But I kind of really enjoyed the online ones, because then you could kind of wait till the end and bid it up at the end and get stuff. I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff online when they had their online auctions going on, but they kept themselves in business, which is really good. Yeah, I know they were struggling, so I'm glad they're back doing live ones, and they require masks and only 50% of capacity right now. We're still at, but it's social distancing, but they're making it work. So one of these days I'll show up at a Saturday auction. I don't want to go too thick with this stuff either, but this one's really got some pretty stuff on it. See, and look at that, I haven't even touched the gallon yet. I'm just using what I got in the lid so far. Alright, well, I think, well, this might need 2 coats because that gold is kind of coming through, but let's get the side here more kind of coming through, but I don't want to go too heavy. And I learned from Ginger Chick Rehab, again, I will post the link to her channel, that tin stuff is better, tin or metal is better to spray paint. So there's that. I'm going to go set that over on the table, and it's starting to dry already. Oops, I got some gloves, which would probably sand out anyway, but still, I don't want no gloves. My hand's all dirty already. All right. Well, let's see. Well, since I got 1 coat on you guys already, let's start doing this little guy. All right. Can you see him? Not really. This is going to be so cool. Okay, well, I'm going to give the rest of this stuff another coat, and then I will get back to y'all. In the meantime, I'm probably going to get paint in my hair. Well, I've got everything painted. That looks like it's just shiny. It's not, it's black. It doesn't look like it's painted. It looks like I missed a spot, but it's black. It's just shiny, but I've got everything painted. This has got 1 coat. This has got 2 coats. I just did this side on this one, and I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to do the other sides. And then here's where I've got my frames, and they're almost all ready to be 2nd coat. And then there's that guy. I didn't do the band around the bottom here so it wouldn't stick, but I did the band around here. So we'll just give that a little once over once the rest of it is dry, and then we'll move on from there. I'm hoping I can get the white on these things today. Well, since this video is already 29 minutes and some seconds, I think I'm going to end it here and just call it part 1. Got my nails did and got some paint on them. But got my nails did last Friday, so I was pretty darn excited about that. The nail shops are open up now. Yay! So anyway, all right, we're going to call this part 1, and I will film part 2, which will hopefully be the 2nd coat of black on everything, and then the white coats, probably 2 at least white coats of the chalk paint, and then the distressing, which is really going to be the cool part. So, all right, love y'all. dance like no one's watching, and we'll see you in the next video, part 2.